Happy Friday. 90, 60, 30. Refresher, 90 seconds of strength split into 2 exercises, 60 seconds of core split in, or excuse me, cardio split into 2 exercises, and 30 seconds of core, and that'll be our round. And we will work our way through hopefully 4 or so rounds of that. But first, as always, we'll start with a warm up. All right, so we will start with just some body weight squats here. Let's go right to those legs. Start to get them nice and warm. Should be activating the glutes, hamstrings, calves. A little bit of everything here. Nice and slow. Don't rush it here. Start to feel all those muscles in the lower body activate. Start to feel that core activate as well. Good. And then we'll go up top with our arm circles here. Don't be afraid to start them slow and ease into it. I'm going forward right now. Start to feel that full range of motion. And go ahead and switch directions. Same thing. You might have to start a little smaller, but hopefully those loosen up as you go. But now let's keep it going with some Frankensteins, as I call them. A little bit of a twist at the top. Reach to that opposite toe. Activate those hip flexors, continuing to stretch our hamstrings and get some upper body mobility. Good. Let's take it down for our windmills here. Spread those feet apart. Hip hinging here so we can get a nice stretch through those hamstrings. Keep the knees as straight as you can. Nice twist through the spine. Open up that chest each side of the room. Full body activation here. Good. Then we'll go ahead. Let's get our boxer feet in. Bouncing on the balls of our feet here. Shake those knees out. Shake those ankles out. Shake the arms out. And we're going to go right into butt kickers here. Get those knees up just a tad to help bring those heels towards our butt. Again, these can be marches too if you're in a low impact version today. Good. Now let's slow it down, but maintain those butt kickers and activate the back as well as stretch and open up that chest. Good. All right, now we can slow it down and open up those hips. One leg up, one knee down. Slowly lean forward. Should feel that back quad and hip flexor opening up. As you start to feel some tension release, you can switch. If you need to hold a little longer, that is fine. Good, and we'll go into our calf stretch here. Can go one at a time here. Get a little deeper with a single leg. And again, you're kind of at your own pace here. When you feel you're getting deeper and the tension's releasing, you can switch. And then go ahead and pedal them out. Good. Drop down, tabletop position, bird dogs at your own pace. Total body activation here, slow and controlled. 8 on each side. At your own pace, which once you've done 8 on one, go to the other. Good. After you've done those, we'll go into some cat-cow. Just get that core, that back, ready for movement, getting some flexibility. Just give me about 5 or so here of cat-cow. And once you've done with those, you can make your way back to standing and shake everything out again. And this time we're going to start to get the knees up just a little bit. Don't have to go quite to full range high knees. And then if you need to slow it down, as always, you're in marches here. Give me a few more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. We'll get after it with our first round. As always, starting with strength, 45 seconds each. As I'm going over our first ones here, I will allow you to, continue to stretch at home, loosen anything out that's still feeling a little stiff for you. So, pretty straightforward first one. We will be starting laying down for the whole 90 seconds. Lucky you guys, just get to lay for a while. We are going to do chest press for our first 45 seconds. Our second 45 seconds, I would like people to try a single leg glute bridge. If it's not working for you, I will allow you to go to just our normal glute bridge. So single leg glute bridge, I'll do it facing the camera. Just want to have one leg almost hanging dead, not swinging it or anything. And we're pressing up, okay? You can maybe do like 3 in a row on one side, or you could just do half of them or one leg for half the time. I always try to let you know when we're halfway through anyways, and then you would switch. And as always, you can add weights onto your hips for that. Or if you're not comfortable with that one leg, go ahead and do 2 legs. Yes. All right, we got the 3 amigos here, and they're all excited to lay down for 90 seconds. All right, so let's start with that chest press here. If you have heavier options, you'll probably want those here, depending on what you got at home. This is always a good one. Also, if you can get yourself off the ground with a step or something, it's always a great one to get full range of motion. But the rest of us, we're just going to lay on the floor, do some floor chest press. All right, first 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1, begin. You're going to get plenty of reps here, so make sure you aren't rushing through here. Really focus on squeezing that chest on the way up. Inhale down, load it up. Exhale, squeeze. Dig those shoulder blades into your bench, into your floor, into your mat, because we want to keep those shoulders in line with our chest. We don't want to get them too far out in front. We really want to try to isolate that chest here. Keep going. You've got about 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. So again, optional for our glute bridges is weights on the hip. And then harder version, we're going to go single leg. Easier version, we'll just stick with our normal ones. 3, 2, 1, begin. Pick a leg to start if you're doing single. Maybe you want to do a couple on one leg and switch. I'm going to do one leg for half, and then I'm going to switch when we're halfway. Drive that heel into the ground. Squeeze that glute, squeeze that core. Even though you're only using one foot, still try to get nice and high on those hips. And notice how I'm not using my leg to swing myself up. It's just hanging there dead. We're halfway, so I'm going to switch. Make sure you get a nice hold, a nice squeeze for a second or two at the top before you go all the way down to your mat. And make sure you lower control. Don't just flop down. A couple more here. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Cardio. You know what you're going to get because you just got to lay down for 90 seconds? You're going to get burpees and football feet, 2 of the worst ones. All right. So we'll start with our football feet first. Reminder, that is Knees bent, butt down, athletic stance, keeping that butt as low as you can, not chest as low as you can, and chopping on the balls of our feet. Do whatever's comfortable for your arms here. Some like swinging, some like holding. Okay, football feet for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Butts down, chests up. Again, some people like to swing. Some people like to hold. Resist the urge to drop that chest and straighten the legs. Stay low, chest nice and high. Again, whatever you like to do with your arms, halfway. Resist that urge to come up or dip that chest. A little lower. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Hopefully you're got some nice rest during that 90-second lay down time, and you're already ready for burpees to start your workout. Just think of it this way: you won't have to do burpees the rest of your day, maybe even your weekend. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Modify as needed. Maybe you're only stepping back, stepping up. Maybe you're jumping at the bottom, but not the top. Just keep moving for 30 seconds. Maybe you're even adding a push-up today. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice job. All right, down to your mat for core. 30 seconds. We're going to do what I call an in and out crunch. So we'll have our hands in kind of our normal sit-up position. Straighten our legs. We're going to crunch in, crunch out. Notice how I am not pulling my head or neck. Okay, this is just here for guidance. All right. Your head should not be held up by your hands, and we should not be pulling on it. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Everything down. Crunch it in. Back to extended. Crunch it in. Back to extended. If your back is coming way off the mat here, try tightening that lower core and maybe keep your legs a little bit higher. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. One round in the books and you've already done burpees. Good work. You get rest here. You get about a minute of rest here. While you rest, I will demo our next exercises. Again, we're back to strength. This one is body weight strength, so it might feel a little like cardio if we get going. So don't worry about rushing this. Again, it's 45 seconds. So this first one is body weight. So if you are comfortable jumping, okay, we are going to do a lateral hop. If you're not comfortable lateral hopping, you're just going to do some side shuffles to get over to the other side of your mat. If you don't have a mat, just visualize kind of a 4-foot area here. So lateral hop, and then we're going to walk it out, inchworm, push it up, walk it back, hop it over, walk it out, push up, walk it back. That's our first one, 45 seconds worth. Okay, second one, 2 options. Our harder version is our single leg deadlift. Okay, if you are really struggling and tipping over a lot, your option is just to stagger that stance. Okay, so have that back foot that would be coming off the ground, just back behind us, heel off the ground here. Okay, so that's going to put a lot more emphasis on that front leg as if you were doing a single leg, but you don't have to worry about tipping over. Okay, so body weight to begin with. I'm feeling generous today, just body weight. Okay, so just visualize a 4-foot kind of area if you don't have a mat. And again, you're either lateral jumping if you're comfortable, or you're just doing a little side shuffle. And then we're walking it out, push up, walk it back. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. Hop it over, walk it out, push it up, drop to the knees if you need to, walk it back, hop it over, walk it out, push it up, keep it going. Maybe you're just going to shuffle across if you want that low impact option. Keep it going. Give me one more here. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. Grab some weights for these deadlifts. Okay, so our harder version, reminder, is that leg actually coming up off the ground. Okay, we got to keep those hips square for doing this, not opening. Okay, if you're having trouble balancing, you are just taking a staggered stance. Okay, then just think about your normal deadlift. Okay, pick a leg to start on. 3, 2, 1, begin. Okay, so again, easier version here. Harder. We're just doing one leg right now. I will let you know when to switch. 3, 2, 1, switch. So maybe you're switching that stance. Think about your normal deadlift form. Try not to let it throw you off. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Cardio. We got cross jacks first. Okay, coming across our body. If you're not comfortable with the crossing of the feet or whatever, you can just do normal jumping jacks. And as always, our low impact option of stepping out with a reach across. Second one, another one we're gonna have to do on each side. Kind of a lunge skip. So come down, power skip, power skip, power skip. Okay, I'll let you know when we're halfway and we switch sides. You'll get right into it. Okay, cross jacks to start, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, begin. Again, maybe you only want to do normal jumping jacks. Maybe you want lower impact and you're just stepping across here. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, let's all start with our left foot forward, right foot back. Okay, this is where we're going to kind of reach to the ground with our right, come up. So my left arm matches my opposite leg. So left arm will follow my right leg. We're just going to do this side. Okay, 3, 2, 1, begin. Power skip. Just getting a little bit off the ground. If you really want to jump, go for it. But we're just focusing a little bit more on speed here. Drive, drive, drive. 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake them out. Switch legs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. You'll find one leg was a little more comfortable than the other. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Down to your mat for core. We're going to be in a low plank to start. And what we are going to do is alternating reach throughs. Okay, so open up, back to normal. Open up, back to normal. Okay, can do these on your knees if you need to. Maybe you want to go to a high plank as well. Whatever works for you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. Open it up, back to normal. Squeezing and breathing. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. 1 minute to rest here. I'm tired. Hopefully you're tired. While you rest, next set of strength. We got nice and easy. Curl to press. Okay, nothing fancy. 1 bicep curl, 1 shoulder press. On repeat. Second one, technically kind of a core exercise because our low back is our core, but we're also going to get a pull down movement into it. So what we are going to do from our mat is have our arms at 90-degree angles. Actually, we'll have our arms straight to start. We're going to come up, pull them in, pull them out, back down. And just keep repeating that. So back extension, squeeze the lats, back and down. Okay. We'll be starting with our curl to press. So get your weights ready. All right, let's get after it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. Curl to press. Again, don't rush these. Gonna get a lot of reps. If your shoulders are tight, keep those palms facing your ears. Don't do the normal shoulder press. And then make sure we aren't just dropping the weights down. Control them down. Press up. Relax those shoulders. So even though our shoulders working, we're not scrunching up that neck, right? Breathe. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Make your way down to your mat. So back extension, hold in the air, lat pull down, and back. Straighten the arms, and then drop back to the floor and repeat. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Up. Pull it and squeeze it. Good. Really get those elbows tucked into your side here. Squeeze those lats at the top. Squeeze. Back down and relax. Ten. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Back to our feet. Squat jumps. Remember on our squat jumps, if you are not comfortable jumping, you are just simulating a jumping motion by swinging your arms and going up onto your toes. Okay. 30 seconds of squat jumps, and then we got 30 seconds of mountain climbers. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Load it up and jump. Get your arms going. Again, you can be right here. Swing the arms up onto the toes. Just get it. Pretend you're jumping. Okay? The rest of us, make sure when we jump, we are landing with nice soft knees. We're over halfway. Three, 2, 1. Good. Make your way to a high plank for mountain climbers. Again, getting a nice rhythm with these. No slowing down, maintaining pace. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. You could be right here. That's fine. Speed it up if you can. Maintain that straight line from head to hips and shoulders to wrists. Don't give in that urge to sink back here and getting that butt high. 10. 3, 2, 1. Good. Core. We got flutter kicks. Okay. Laying on our mat. Feet about a foot off the ground, 6 inches to a foot off the ground. Little flutter kicks. If you're really feeling that low back come off the mat, first step is try to tighten that lower core. Pull that belt buckle towards your nose. If that's not working, then we can default to sticking our hands under the butt. Okay, 3, 2, 1, begin. Or maybe you need to just lift them up a little bit. That's fine too. But again, our safe haven is hands under the butt to prevent that low back from arching too hard. Give it a little support. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. We're going to quickly do one more. It's Friday. We can't only do 3. We usually do 4. We're not going to finish out like that on a Friday. Okay, so get your water, get your rest. We are going to start with bent over rows, but I want you to go wider with the elbows on this one. So don't keep them tucked in, palms facing each other. I want you to come out here. Okay, so coming out wide versus straight back. A little more than a 45-degree angle. Okay, get a little bit more upper back. And then we've got tricep kickbacks. Okay, so key to these, again, you got to find that close to hip hinge position, and then make sure your arms get up here parallel to the floor. Okay, and then we're getting that full range of motion against gravity. If you're down here, you're getting nothing out of this. Okay, you got to kick that elbow up so your arm should finish straight with the floor. Okay, let's get this done with. Wide rows first. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. So just let those elbows flare out a little bit more than you normally would. I still want you to be in that hip hinge position here. Okay, still think about driving with those elbows. Okay, squeezing those shoulder blades at the top. Okay, just getting a little bit of help from our low back or upper back here. Still think about not pulling the weights with the hands. Okay, there's a string attached to those elbows. They're pulling those weights up. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, kickbacks next. If you want to alternate or something, you can, but it's also possible to just do 2 at once. Again, the most important thing is getting that arm parallel to the ground. If you're or perpendicular, if you're struggling with that, go ahead and just do some over the head tricep extensions. Okay, 3, 2, 1, begin. Okay, so notice how high my elbow is. I'm not down here. Okay. Again, if you're struggling, you can just go over the top. Keep those elbows nice and tucked in. Still working the triceps. Either is okay. Maybe you're only doing one hand right now. We're halfway, so if you are doing one hand, you can go ahead and switch to the other side. We got 10 seconds here. If you're doing 2, keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Nice and easy one to finish. Okay, we got 10 butt kickers, 10 high knees on repeat as many times as you can. And then move to your box, chair, whatever. Okay, we're going to do our side to side up and overs. 1 foot on, up, and over. 1 foot off. Okay, depending on what your height is, what your setup is, you might not be able to get going very fast. Try to get going as fast as you can comfortably, or safely, I mean. Okay, 10 high knees, 10 butt kickers on repeat. 3, 2, 1, go. Get them up. Count on your own up to 10. Right into butt kickers. Back to high knees. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good. Make your way to your bench, box, chair, bench, box, chair, whatever. Okay. Up and over. One foot should be on, and you're just tapping that outside foot, pushing off that top foot. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Get your arms working a little here. Opposite arm matches the opposite leg. Halfway. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop it down for bicycle crunches. Last 30 seconds of core of your workout. Then it's the weekend. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Reminder, just like before, no pulling on the head or neck. Okay? Halfway. 10. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. All right. It took you a little over, but we did get started a little late. So if you got to get going, that is fine. If you can stick around, we'll cool it down. Grab your water if you got it. All right, you can follow along. Or if you got your own special cool down routine, that is fine as well. Okay, I always start down the middle with our hamstrings, just letting it hang, stretching out that low back, stretching out everything pretty much. Hamstrings. Letting ourselves slow that breathing down. And then we like to do a nice slow roll up. Inhale, reach high and hold. Exhale, down to one side. Back to center, roll it up. And reach. And other side. One more time, roll it up and reach. Good. While we're here, we'll go right to our upper body. Give yourself a nice little hug. Roll those arms out, or excuse me, roll those wrists out. When you're ready, you can switch. Again, for all these stretches, you might have to hold a few seconds, maybe even a lot more seconds longer. As you feel that tension release, that is fine. Good, and then we'll bring it up and over. A little help from the other hand. And switch when you're ready. Good. Since we're already doing upper body, we'll do what we usually finish with. Pick your chest opener. Okay, either interlocking the hands, pressing that chest through, or find a spot on your wall, one arm at a time. Again, another one where we're all going to vary on how tight our chest is depending on our posture at our desk. So if you need to hold a couple seconds longer on a side, that is okay. When you're ready after your chest, we'll go back to the well with our hip openers. As always, this time you can add a little extra with that arm up in the air, leaning in the front leg. Maybe you like a runner's lunge position. Again, if you need to hold longer, that is fine, and switch when you are ready. Good.